we'll start.
Huh? Yeah. Hey, cheese. Yeah. I'm back. I just hit a lick, turn a nickel to a dime, a quarter to an ounce. I just stayed out on the grind, striking while I'm writing, hold on, writing while I'm striking. Strapped up doing both, cause I don't feel no one is like me. Don't get caught in the hype unless it's all about some money. So I don't do that capping, I'm just out here making money. Ay, difference is the player, mine is all a fuckery. Diamonds dance like me, and ain't too many who can fuck with me. Count a nigga out when I'm the one who breaking records. Be the major charge, now I'm about to set the record. Stay down till I come up, I'm just quoting easy. I think that's why I made beating trial look so easy. Struggle after struggle, bitch, this hustle after hustle. I'm just trying to bubble, stay the fuck up out of trouble. Turn my white back into green, then that green back into white. If the fish scale popping, why he crying about the price? Cause I'ma break it up and piece it down and pinch the block. Send a text to my accountant like I just seen a new drop. Cause I just hit a lick, so I ain't worried about the cost. Yeah, extension on my effing, I ain't worried about the ops. Cause I just hit a lick, 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 piecing out the whole brick. Hold on, I'm watching y'all niggas who plotting, pocket watching. They can get your ass hit in the noggin. Play no games about my squad. Once you win, ain't no option. 90 days fast. At the end, then we go shopping. Hit a lick, ayy. I feel like I'm Zeke, cause every cowboy snorting cane wanna see me. And I just served the actress who was extra in the movie, so I gave her extra 10 and then I turned her to a pookie. Shouts out to the trappers who really move the pace. Shouts out to my niggas who done beat another case. This they can't believe him home, plus he ran up a check. This that where you find that dope and how you got your block in check. This that oh my god he did it, oh my god he shitting. Fresh up off a trial, now you bitches gotta witness that I just hit a lick.
I just hit a motherfucking lick. I'm sorry that this show started the way that it did. Hold on, let me. So much going on right now. Hold on, there we go. That's just a little better. Let me make sure this is better real quick. I'm sorry, all this shit should have been taken care of ahead of time, but I had to adjust my levels and stuff. But I want to start this episode off by saying thank you, everybody, like I always do, for tuning in to this would be episode 7 of the Head and Lettuce podcast. I'm going to start off by saying this. Last week, I had my boy Diamond Dam on the pod, Deucey, and the audio was kind of jiggity jack, not by anybody's fault but mine, due to my microphone setup. What I was using was with my old micro. I had just bought the new podcast mic, all fresh, shiny, new, with the little, you know what I mean, arm stand, all that shit, you know what I'm saying, looking real professional like. And I had Deuce on my old mic that was going in and out, and I had to hold by hand. And unfortunately, I didn't inform my brother of the proper ways to use the mic, so the audio was kind of jacked up, but still a good interview. Go check that out, episode 6, the Deucey episode, DYUCY. But now I got a brand new mic that I'm on right now. This is my third investment in the mic. So this mic is of higher quality and better standards and more expensive than the mic that I had last week. And that mic that I had last week and the week before is now my guest mic. So the audio will never be an issue again on the podcast, at least as far as we can ensure of that. Shout out to the intro song, Hit a Lick by Mike Big, Ezrock, in-house productions on the beat. I always like that song. It's a great song. But um, today's episode, so how can I walk myself into this? Because it stems from, this is a music episode, so it stems from the people I be around, like at work and my friend circle. I have white friends, for those that don't know, though I grew up in the projects and or the hood, however you want to look at it. Surrounded by niggas. um, ever since I have left that, and even back then, I mean, even in school, I befriended the white people that was around. Well, I ain't gonna say all of them. I had a couple of fights, but I've never been too opposed to having white friends. I ain't gonna say fully opposed. There was a point in time, you know what I'm saying? We are products of our environment. And until you get around those, you don't really understand or know, you only go off other people's experiences and what they've told you and the fear mongering that they send your way or the hate mongering or whatever it is. Um, but it made me, it led me to the thought process because at work, we listen to music. That is a part of what I do at my job. Um, music is very essential. And we have decided that it is unfair to just, well, niggas always got control of the Bluetooth, so you know what I'm saying, the speaker. So you know what I'm saying, it's always rap or modern R&B being played, which is essentially rap. So with harmonizing, and then my boy Matt, enough said, just now started getting the opportunity. I say just now, but he's been stepping out of his comfort zone and saying, "Hey, my turn with the mic or with the speaker and stuff." So, and then once he starts playing his songs, everybody's in an uproar. Now I work in the kitchen with a bunch of niggas, a few Mexicans, and one white dude. The rest of the whites there, and I hate to say it like the whites, that sound horrible. I mean, no offense, but the rest of the white people there, um, yeah, they in positions, like, I mean, they in offices and shit. Like, they ain't in the kitchen mingling with the kitchen people. But Matt is. Matt is he's a he's on the line. I mean, he's a line cook. Um and a very good one at that, might I add. But when people hear Matt's music, they get they it's like the mood is ruined. And I'm thinking to myself, and then every now and again I look over and I'll see somebody mouthing a song, and not only does it lead me into the thought that niggas are depriving themselves by not listening to or expanding their musical rights. Okay, well, it goes to this. I remember it's this movie, great movie. It's called I Think I Love My Wife, Chris Rock movie, right? If I do remember right, because I'm a big movie head and I love um producing and script writing and direction and stuff. I've learned to appreciate the art of filmmaking. Um, but I do believe that Louis C.K. and Chris Rock wrote that movie and directed it. I'm not sure. But anyway, I Think I Love My Wife. There's a scene in this movie where Kerry Washington, who is the antagonist of the movie, uh, she grabbed Chris Rock's iPods back then. This is early 2000s movie. And she grabbed his iPod. She's like, "Man, you got nigga ears." Like, you know what I'm saying? Because all he had in his iPod was uh, um, Levert, Luther Vandross, Patti LaBelle, Nita Baker, and then he said George Michael in there. And she like that don't count. And she was like, so take my iPod. She was like, white people make music too. And it made me think about that because I remember when I first seen that movie, I remember thinking to myself, like, damn, I remember having nigga ears because I at one point in time I did. Like, I remember. And it made me think about all the niggas I know that got nigga ears. Like growing up in the hood, it was not accepted. That's the best way to put it. It was not accepted to be listening to white music, quote unquote white music, rock and roll, country, you know, alternative rock, anything pop, anything that wasn't rap or R&B, soul music. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. No, niggas wasn't called dead listening to that shit. Uh, and if you was, niggas would clown you. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was not where it was at. But I can see I can see it in niggas that like you know what I mean, like they want to enjoy this awesome music. It's like 'cause everybody, man, listen. There's some songs like good music is good music, man, regardless of your race or you know what I'm saying, your upbringing or like, a good song is a good fucking song. You know what I mean? And I feel like I keep coming back to this point. I feel like most black people, especially though, I ain't gonna say most because my children, my daughters especially, have absolutely I don't think they even have an affinity towards what most girls their age listen to, which is age and race, which is the Coco Joneses of the world and the Ari. I don't know their names because I don't listen to this shit. Ari Lennox. Um, I don't know none of these because I don't listen to none of this shit myself. And thank God because I would be forced to listen to this stuff if my daughters listen to it. But they don't listen to shit like that. They listen to my oldest child. She's more into the old school hippie rock type shit. You know what I mean? She listens to her Jim Morris. I mean, the Doors and you know what I'm saying. I forgot the name of that other group that she loves. Um, but I mean, she be buying her vinyls and stuff. Like she is not in no way, shape, or form worried about uh um the R&Bs of the modern day or you know what I'm saying, Lil Durk. My daughter, neither one of my daughters, especially my son. My son don't listen to music at all. All right, and if he do, it's some parody nonsense rap. But my daughters couldn't quote any Dirk songs, thank God, or you know what I'm saying, NBA YoungBoy. Thank the good Lord that none of my children listen to YoungBoy. But but I just feel like niggas was really depriving themselves of good music by limiting themselves to just black music. Now there are white artists that all black people, whether they know they white or not, enjoy and have listened to their music. Uh, every black person knows Hall and Oates, whether you know it or not. Every black person knows Phil Collins, whether you know it. Every American. My friend Drew, shout out to Drew. Drew, and I agree with Drew now. Back then, I was like, I don't know about that. But now I'm starting to agree with him. When he calls these American songs, and you ain't American if you don't know this song. "Feel It in the Air Tonight" is an American song. You ain't an American. After a certain age in the United States of America, everybody knows I can feel it in the air tonight. All right. Uh, Michael McDonald, also an acceptable or a white artist that you know what I'm saying niggas listen to or don't know that he white. You know what I'm saying, and they listen to him anyway. Justin Timberlake, everybody listen to Justin Timberlake. You know what I'm saying. I wanna run your body, me. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. But Justin Timberlake, George Michael. Come on now. Come on now. Everybody knows George Michael is. Tina Marie. Tina Marie, like nigga, I was a good 20 something when I found out that Tina Marie was white. So you know what I mean? Uh great white musicians that are all black people. Elton John. Um Let me think of some other ones. I can't really think of any other ones right now off the top of my head. I'm sure they'll come. But I remember being young and going out, and this was in the height of MTV. So um, and MTV Raps wasn't really a thing. It was Rap City back then. So why was I watching MTV? And every now and again, MTV would play some rap videos back then. But most of the videos that was on MTV back then was alternative rock, or just straight up rock and roll, or grunge back in them days. And I remember I would say the first song that was pure rock and roll that I really, really liked. And that was Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. I remember when that first came out. I remember when Nirvana first came out. And I remember not being able to freely sing those songs around my friends. And even when I did, they'd be like, this nigga been watching MTV too motherfucking long. You know what I'm saying? Or, look at this nigga up here. I had to play it off like, man, the TV was on, man. This shit was just in my head, man. They play that shit, you know. But I really, really like that shit. Black Hole Sun. Saying like a black hole sun. Won't you come? You lost your reason away. Man, listen, man. Y'all missing out on some good fucking shit. But some of my best friends have introduced me to some of the greatest music that I've ever heard. And even some black people that I like, my good friend Dance. Shout out to Dance. Uh, Candace is a black girl from the hood that don't listen to nothing but country music. And I mean she listen to rap and stuff every now and again. Of course she's 100% black, but she has grown a great affinity for country music, and not no radio water. Well, she do like the radio country songs, but nigga, she's deep in the hollers of Kentucky. You know what I mean? With her shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause we them holler. I know a lot of country songs because of Dance, and what I've learned is with most genres, it ain't just the point I'm trying to make is niggas should abandon their nigga ears and stop limiting themselves to just black music, just rap, just R&B. You know what I mean? Just gospel. Like, you know what I'm saying? These are the three most consumed genres of music in the black community. Rap being, I ain't gonna even say rap. Well, yeah, rap is number one because, like I said, modern R&B ain't nothing but rap, male and female. Everybody don't use restraint or innuendos or, you know what I'm saying? Let's listen to what's it? Between the Sheets by the Isley Brothers. Like, that, of course, the song is about fucking, but they didn't say fucking. You don't have to say exactly what you mean. That's what makes a song a good song. And another thing about the great music that is made outside of the African American community, um, is not only to get a feel for other cultures, because that is a great thing. Because like if you white and you listen to rap, you don't get it. I mean, I ain't gonna say you don't get it, but certain things and certain experiences just aren't relatable, and that's okay. But you can learn by listening, and you can grow an affinity for a thing and grow appreciation for things just by gaining that knowledge by listening to the music. So um, I've learned a lot about different cultures. I've learned about the way that um, white people at sometimes um, perceive things, the way they go about, because everybody is man, cultures handle things differently. Like heartbreak and loss and all these things. All genres of music make these type of songs about getting your heart broke, about getting cheated on, about what I'm saying, faith, about falling in love, about just chilling with your friends or going out to the party or going out to the club. All genres of music make these songs, but they're different songs. I mean, but one thing I can say that I haven't heard, and I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm sure if I dig deep enough, I can find. I ain't heard a "fuck that bitch" song from a white artist. I mean, I have, but not directly like that. Like there's no or well yeah I have. That's a lie. But it was a female. It's that what's that girl song, that country song? Kids car and all that other shit. You know what I'm talking about. The chick from from American Idol. She used to do the Monday Night Football shit. You know the fuck I'm talking about. The country bitch. But yeah, man. Great music is made not just in the culture in which you are in. Uh, I can't think of many cultures or many genres of music now today that I can't find some enjoyment in. Uh, and that goes for any genre. Country and jazz was the last one that I came around to. Especially jazz. Excuse me. Especially jazz because in jazz being a black genre of music, though most people might even know that or believe that, but um, I hated jazz growing up. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it bad. And my father once told me, riding around in the car with him one day, listening to jazz, and I was like, "Why are you listening to this sleepy music? Because it just makes me sleepy. Like this is elevator music." And he said, "One day, son, you gonna get tired of hearing what people gonna say. You just want to hear the music." And I remember my first beat tape was called "Now I Understand" because I understood that now. Like I understand. I don't want to hear you. I want to hear the music. I don't want to hear what you gotta say. I've heard everything. Like I said, every genre of music makes the same type of songs. They just word it differently. Or, what I mean, go about it's like anything. Like everybody wakes up, goes to work, eat dinner, take care of their family. You know what I mean? Everybody's basically doing the same things. Just different cultures go about things differently. But I would say don't deprive yourself of great music because there are a lot of musicians that black folks just absolutely would never even begin to listen to. Like if I was all right, let me bust down some great artists that I not only listen to, but grown to learn. I ain't gonna say all of these, but all of these artists have great songs that I would encourage all of my black listeners and white, if you don't listen, and whatever the fuck you is, if you ain't heard these. And I might be showing my age, and I'm definitely showing my age. I don't give a fuck, but great music is timeless. Um, but like I said, I named off some white artists and bands that are already well known within the black community and are accepted within the black community. The Elton Johns, Tina Marie's, George Michael's, Justin Timberlake, Michael McDonald's of the world, Phil Collins, Hall and Oates. If you don't know all the notes, then what the fuck? But we can go down this because I listened to. I remember my boy Jay Macatrosis up in Columbus. Jordan, my dude Jordan, man. He hit me to Metallica. I knew who Metallica was way before I met Jordan. I mean, who don't know Enter Sandman? It's the first song I ever heard from Metallica. But everybody know. Exit light, enter night. I'm sorry, I'm butchering all these songs. But Metallica, man, I remember when he put it was an album called "And Justice for All," and man, and there's a song on there called "One," and he used to play that shit we used to be smoking, scrounging up weed, two broke ass motherfuckers. See, when you broke and you trying to, that's how you friends. You know what I'm saying? Two broke motherfuckers just trying to find some weed to get high, and we end up bonding and smoking and listening to Metallica, man. You listen to my music, I listen to yours. And that's how, you know what I'm saying? But Metallica, Korn, um, Smashing Pumpkins, man. If you ain't never listened to Smashing Pumpkins, man, it's a great dude named Billy Corgan, man. I swear, man, you should really, really listen to that. Fleetwood Mac. I can and I can't listen to Fleetwood Mac. I can't listen to Fleetwood Mac because of the memories that it has for a friend of mine, the late great Billy West, who passed away, who loved Fleetwood Mac. And whenever I hear Fleetwood Mac, I think of Billy. So it's hard for me to listen to Fleetwood Mac, but I love Fleetwood Mac. Soundgarden, like I said before, Black Hole Sun, Rage Against the Machine, man. Listen to Rage Against the Machine. As a black person, you will love it. You will love it. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Come on, man. All right, there's this song. I ain't listened to much from this group, but it's one song that I love from this group, this band. I keep calling them groups. They're bands. Alice in Chains. There's a song called Nutshell, man. Give it a try. I'm telling you, man. And then listen to Alice in Chains. The Cranberries, bro. The Cranberries. Oh, man. Man. Oasis. There's a song called Wonderwall. I'm sure you've heard it. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. Just listen to Oasis, man. But there's a plethora. A plethora. And that's just naming a few. That's just a few I just thought of off the top of my head that I wrote down before the show started. Just a few. You know what I mean? But there are so many more that I can name. Oh, Alanis Morissette. Oh, man. I used to hate Alanis Morissette when I was young, man. And she used to come on and, you know what I'm saying? It's like rain. But listen to Jagged Little Pill. That's her album. As an adult. I was a kid back then. I didn't know. That album came out in like 91. I mean, I was 10 years old. But listen to that shit now as an adult, man. It's just great music, man. It's a lot of great music, especially from like I think that most music, and I can't even say, and this maybe it's just me being uh um in my nostalgia right now, but I feel like the '90s had the best music all around, not just in rap, because '90s rap, of course, is definitely goated, as the youngsters say. But I would say that '90s R&B goated, '90s pop music goated, '90s rock goated. Like, come on, man. Like all these, just listen to the '90s hits and like, come on, man. Like, you can't go wrong with a good '90s banger. So, but at the end of the day, I encourage all of my uh, fellow hood grewer upper inners to expand your horizon, expand your musical horizons. Um, Remember when you first stopped watching black movies and you just decided, all right, I'm gonna give this shit a try, and you realize that, oh man, white people can act. Oh man, this motherfucker's actually funny. Like Will Ferrell is actually funny. Then you start watching Saturday Night Live, and you're like, wow, white people can make me laugh. It's the same thing. Music, man. You got to expand your horizons. Don't limit yourself. And I would say that goes across the board with with white people and Mexicans and whoever the hell else. Africa's not so accepting. I'm sorry, Africans. Y'all mean. Uh, but yeah, man. I hope I don't come off as bigoted or racist or um, prejudiced, or I am a little prejudiced. We all are. Um, inconsiderate or insensitive. It's not the intention. It's not the goal. The goal is for my niggas to stop just because I don't. And this is why I would say that. Just think about who is a superior producer in hip hop and rap. You got your Pharrells, your Kanye West, uh, you know, the RZAs and the top tier, all top. And I'm not talking about trap producers because niggas gonna go to the Mike Wills and the Sonny. I'm not talking about those. No, we ain't talking about 808 Mafia. I'm talking about producers, not beat makers. Um, all them niggas have they're eclectic. They have broadened musical horizons. They will not just tell you like, yeah, all I listened to growing up was this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has, you know what I'm saying, large musical expansive minds because they have opened their mind to other music besides just that of what is within their environment or within their culture. Um, I encourage everybody, like I said, white, black, purple, brown, Mexican, Chinese, listen to something else. Expand your horizons. I know most people do listen to black music. Um, most people. I know some don't. I know I introduce my white friends to songs that I be thinking to myself, the whole world should know this song. And I be forgetting that, man, listen, white people don't know who Luther Vandross is, okay? White people don't know who Freddie Jackson is, okay? White people don't know who Alexander O'Neal is, okay? Um, and I'm sure a couple of other artists I've named over here. And that's fine because there's a lot of artists that I didn't know of if it wasn't for my beautiful white friends that I have. So, um, yeah, so that's how I'm going to um, end this topic. It's by saying expand your horizons, niggas and non black people, white people, everybody. Just expand your horizons, please, because you are depriving yourself of what could potentially be your favorite song. Like I said, I've heard over 1,000,000 songs in my daytime, man. I can't even count the amount of music that has ran through my ears, but mm, it it always helps. That's why see, man, all my friends too, man. It made me think of all my good friends and all the things that and the great music that we are able to make and they make because of the fact that they have expanded their horizons and their ears are not limited to just um, good old fashioned uh, black music. But with that being said, we're gonna get ourselves ready for um, next week. Um, like I said, man, I'm looking forward to episode 12. Episode 12 will be um, my friend Monk, my good brother Monk episode, but I'll be a few episodes away from that. Um, awesome, awesome for being here, guys. First of all, it's been a rough week. It's been a rough week this week, so I want to thank everybody sincerely, as I always do, for listening. Um, the topics will come. I try to let life, as I do with my music making, I try to let life give me topics. I try to stray away from the social media shit. Because trust me, I see everything that's going on locally. I see it. Everything that's going on in social medias, I see it. Everybody talking about the same thing and the same persons. And I am aware. I know everything that's happening. And I refuse to talk about it because that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I want my podcast to be about. This ain't a drama place. It's not that. If there's going to be any type of ranting and raging and shit, it's going to be coming from me, strictly from what the fuck I'm thinking. And hopefully not from any of my guests that I so happen to bring on. But if it so happens to be like that, then it is what it is. But I want to say, like, since it's been a rough week, sincere thank yous to everybody who listened to this episode and every episode. If you are subscribed to me, thank you very much. If I haven't talked to you this week or informed you about what's going on with the episode, I apologize. Y'all know who y'all are, my friends. So please don't hold anything against me, and I hope to see y'all here in the future. If you're new here, like and subscribe. I be going live every Monday, 9 p.m. Today I was late. I was 9:01. I was mad at myself. But 9 o'clock every Monday, hopefully sharp. I'll be here live on this YouTube, on Twitch. You can look me up, Let Us Pray 513 on Twitch. And I also on Spotify, where you can find this podcast. Please hit the notification bell and all that good shit. Comment. You can hit the dislike button. That's all good. Yeah, man. Hope y'all like my new mic. Hope it sounds great. No more audio issues on this end. And we're going to leave today with a great artist and a great friend of mine, Infamous B. Infamous B. Infamous B is an artist and a friend of mine and a brother of mine who has, who I know I know that my man listens to some great music. So with that being said, we're going to leave you with one of my favorite songs from my boy Infamous B. It's called Breathe in My Ear. So you can it's Breathe in My Ear by Infamous B, man. I will see all of you beautiful, 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 beautiful people next week.
can get into my atmosphere. I'm so high, I'm so high.